Right, might as well get on with it. It's rather interesting how much a good story and characters can draw a person in. I'm saying that as My Little Pony Friendship is Magic certainly has done that. But honestly, at first it actually was animation that intrigued me. But there is this trend in most children-oriented cartoons of simplified or dumbed down dialogue and mannerisms for its characters. While each show has that in some part, MLP stood out, not only because I was hard-pressed to even find instances of this, its characters also portrayed minor emotional details, like for example, portrayal of being annoyed, apathetic, or bored by some other character's actions. Small details to display what character might feel at that point, while focus is on someone else. And that gave overall believability, if you can say that. And as for dialogue, while sometimes quite silly, still it's normal and realistic. Or should I say, it's more like how we talk in our day-to-day lives. And yet I bet there's someone out there that's already saying something stupid about this quote. Honestly, you get the point I wanted to make, so shut up. Frankly, as I looked more and more into it, show's creators' attention to detail, not least visually, made me appreciate the show more with every passing episode. But really what kept me watching the show was believability of these characters and their interactions. I still remember the day I started watching. I woke up, grabbed a bite, did my things, and finally sometime in the evening started watching. My thoughts going into this was as follows. Well, this'll be insipid and simple-minded as any other brightly colored cartoon targeting girls. You know, something like this. Or this. Or this. But as I already said, first animation and attention to detail caught my eye. Then as I got more into it, characters started to develop into something amazing. And really what I got by the end of first 4 or 5 episodes was this, combined with this. With a dash of... Now, as it goes, I have given a chance to many cartoons over the years, like Gumball, Total Drama, Archer, BoJack, Clone High, Venture Bros, Growing Up Creepy, Dragon Hunters, Over the Garden Wall, and the list goes on. But none have surprised me as much as MLP, and this includes good and bad surprises. Even though this piece of useless garbage came close to being most surprising. And for your information, don't watch that back-alley hack job created by talentless prick with no imagination. But okay, that aside. My favorite cartoon of all time is, with no surprise, Avatar series, for its exceptional everything. But when I think of other cartoons I've seen, MLP really is my second pick. And just so you know, Code Geass is my number 3. Another thing that I realized while watching these pastel-colored equines was that I actually got used to the whole singing Disney princess thing. Well, yeah, first song came as a shock, but next ones kept on improving, until this one. Granted, there were plenty amazing songs before, but I just simply like to say that this one's the best. Songs aside, music in the show, even though often plain, still manages to aid the storytelling, and it's nice to hear that most music is not repeated more than twice throughout the series. So, every time you catch yourself listening in on the background stuff, it's going to be fresh. As for the story of MLP, well, it's slice of life type of cartoon, not a sitcom. And each episode, apart from season finales and openers, is supposed to have some sort of message, and while I like to think that Avatar managed to pull it off, in MLP, they are more profound and easier to understand, so you don't have to go and rewatch the episode to get the full meaning. After a while, I caught myself thinking about all that stuff, and then it hit me. I should improve as a friend, as a person. Though I try to do all that, the show itself encouraged me to do more, especially her. This sort of realization I never got from any other artwork before, and that certainly was something. It's also worth mentioning that because of the way characters are drawn, or rather designed and animated, it allows even amateurs to try their hand, hoof, in drawing their own artwork. Come on, before the show I never thought I would be able to draw something of any quality. Well, when it comes to fan art anyhow. But look at me now, and this is thanks in part to Equestria Daily and their yearly New Artist Training Ground event. While I haven't gone around every fandom there is, at least comparing to Avatar and Futurama's fandoms, there is just nowhere near as many artists making music, paintings, plushies, and other things. Which is frankly surprising. Overall, MLP, even though has rather stigmatized title, is a great show with fantastic characters, stories, design, animation, and to an extent, music. I would recommend it wholeheartedly to anyone who enjoys cartoons, especially if you hated the title of the series. I'm saying saying this because it did catch me off guard, and so it might do to you. It's worth a watch in any case.